Myocytes or muscle fibers, the elongated cells that make up muscle tissue, are able to use ATP to produce force. Muscular tissue therefore causes body motions, keeps posture, and produces heat. Also, it offers protection. Skeletal, cardiac, and smooth muscle tissue are the three categories into which muscular tissue is divided, based on location and specific anatomical and functional characteristics. The learning objectives are to compare the structure, location, and manner of control of skeletal, cardiac, and smooth muscle tissue, as well as to describe the general characteristics of muscle tissue. The long, cylindrical, striated fibers that make up skeletal muscle tissue can be seen under a light microscope as alternating bands of light and dark. The length of skeletal muscle fibers varies widely depending on the muscle, ranging from a few centimeters in small muscles to 30 to 40 centimeters in the longest muscles. A muscle fiber is a multinucleated cell that is generally cylindrical in shape and has nuclei on the perimeter. Skeletal muscle is regarded as voluntary because it may be conscious controlled to contract or relax. Often, tendons connect the area to the bones. The functions include posture, movement, heat production, and protection. Heart muscle tissue is made up of branching, striated fibers, with typically just one nucleus in the center. Intercalated discs, transverse thickenings of the plasma membrane that include desmosomes and gap junctions, connect one end to the other. Desmosomes help tissues to withstand forceful contractions by stabilizing the fibers. Gap junctions offer a fast path for electrical signals or muscle action potentials to travel throughout the heart. It is an involuntary control. It is found inside the heart wall. Its job is to pump blood to every part of the body. Non-striated fibers make up the smooth muscular tissue, lacking striations, hence the term smooth. A smooth muscle fiber is a tiny, spindle-shaped cell with a single central nucleus that is thickest in the middle and thins off at each end. Several individual fibers in certain smooth muscle tissue are connected by gap junctions, for example, in wall of intestines. Typically unintentional, can result in strong contractions as numerous muscle fibers activate simultaneously. Smooth muscle fibers contract independently, just like skeletal muscle fibers, in regions where gap junctions are absent, such as the iris of the eye. It is present in the walls of hollow internal organs such as blood vessels, lungs, airways, the stomach, intestines, gallbladder, urinary bladder, and uterus. It is also present in the iris of the eye. Motion-related functions include the constriction of blood vessels and airways, the movement of food through the digestive tract, and the contraction of the gallbladder and urinary bladder. Next, we proceed to the nervous tissue. To describe the common characteristics of nervous tissue is the main objective. Despite the enormous complexity of the nervous system, neurons and neuroglia are the only two main cell types found in nervous tissue. Nerve cells, also known as neurons, are sensitive to different stimuli. Nerve action potentials, which are electrical signals created when stimuli are converted into electrical signals, are then transmitted to other neurons, muscular tissue, or glands. The majority of neurons are made up of a cell body, two different types of cell processes, dendrites and axons, and a cell membrane. The nucleus and other organelles are found in the cell body. Dendrites are tapering, highly branched, and usually short cell processes. They make up the majority of a neuron's receiving or input system. An individual, thin, cylindrical process that can be very long, makes up a neuron's axon. It is a neuron's output region, carrying nerve impulses to other tissues or other neurons. While not producing or carrying nerve impulses, neuroglia still provides a variety of crucial supportive roles. The two main components of nervous tissue are neurons, which are made up of a cell body, and processes that extend from it, and neuroglia, which do not produce or conduct nerve impulses, but serve other crucial supporting roles. This tissue is primarily found within the nervous system. The activity is sensitive to different inputs, transforms those stimuli into nerve impulses, and transmits those nerve impulses to other neurons, muscle fibers, or glands.